Looking at the amendment, I've been a little bit worried about the lack of rules and how it could affect the fiscal note of this, and particularly looking at how other states have done this, and the fact that their costs have exploded. Since Arizona governor put forth a statement out calling it unsustainable. It's blew $1 billion budget hole for them. Looked at I was curious. I looked at other states and how they started the fiscal funding for it. Doesn't really look good. So Wisconsin, 120% over budgeted cost. Louisiana, 153% over budgeted cost. Ohio, 414% over budgeted cost. Florida, 519, Indiana 810, Georgia 891%, and Arizona above all 1,346 above budgeted costs. So my question for whoever would like to take it is how can we ensure these rules that we'll make over this bill will not blow a hole in our budget with this entitlement program that we're looking to pass here?
Chairman Spicky.
Thank thank you. Great question. So you mentioned states that we have looked at as having a voucher policy or a scholarship policy in place that did not have the ability for their General Assembly through law or through rulemaking to put a cap on the amount of people that could take advantage of it, thus, like you said, very accurately, blowing up those budgets. I think on the other representative's question that we asked was, how do we assure that this is not going to break the bank in Tennessee? In the language that we have, we put a 20,000 cap in it for year one. And then going forward after that, if usage hits within 10% of the 20,000, the only expansion possible is 20% in the bill, in the law, if passed. Still subject to the funding of the General Assembly. It could go up 20%. And the General Assembly say, you know what? We're not going to expand it, and we're going to sit tight right where we are. That is the nuances that we've looked at through, like the representative said, looking at other states and the shortcomings that they've had in their legislation. We've addressed that into Tennessee to where now we have control over it, of its growth, directly here in the General Assembly of what we want to expand it.
Chairman, and just to build on that, going with some of the funding discussion, Davidson County, for instance, would in the House version would get $20 million according to this bill. I did have one public school organization reach out to me at some point. Hey, about 100% of our members love 80% of your bill. 20% they're not thrilled with, and that being the voucher aspect of it or the scholarship aspect of it. And so if you play that out, 80% of this bill is for public education. 65% of the funding in the bill is for public education. Okay, so let's play that math out even further. The 20% that a lot of you might not like is dealing with 2% of the students, 20,000 students max. We have 900,000 students in Tennessee. So the 20% that you don't like is impacting just that small percentage of students. Then you have the other 880,000 students that are benefiting from the other 80% of the bill and the 65% of the money.